Good morning. So, reading some great old books by Bob Hoffman, founder of York Barbell Club, and guy who's just still lives on past his living days with people purchasing old York barbell equipment, collecting that equipment. And I always think it's because of the stories that they wonder were left behind those barbells and weights, like who used this York barbell, what strongman used it, what strength and health picnic was it used in. So I'm going to read a couple of short passages through this. First one, How to Be Strong, Healthy, and Happy. And this book is copyright 1938, so just shy of 100 years ago. This book was dedicated to the youth of America, which I think is something that's severely missing from our youth. Louis Simmons often said this: young kids today, they don't have heroes, okay? Their heroes are oftentimes not strong men. And I think it's because they don't read as much, because when you read, your creativity kicks in. You start to imagine, what food did this athlete eat? How did he train? Now there's no imagination left. We just go on the Instagram and see what they're doing. But I like to read a book and kind of get lost in it. Dedicated to the youth of America. This book was written primarily for the youth of America. It is my sincere wish that young men and young women will read this book carefully and plan their lives so that they will follow the rules of living and advice this book contains. Those who do cannot fail to obtain a much greater measure of strength, health, happiness, and success in all their undertakings. And today, the person who really speaks about these topics would be somebody like Kamal Ravikant. And the only thing missing in this book is how to be rich, right? Let me start from the earliest section of this book. Quite amazing. Why I have written this book. The hope that others will follow the simple system of living that has brought so much in the way of health, strength, and happiness to me is why I have written this book. Most of the books which have been written on health and exercise have been compiled by men who, at some stage of their lives, were sick and weak. They found the error of their ways, and after considerable study and the trial and error system, they found a method of living which brought results to them. This they offer to the world. I am not in this category. I haven't been sick since I was a child, and I was not a weakling who suddenly found great strength, or a prematurely aged man who found the fountain of youth. I must have been born with a desire to be strong and healthy. For my earliest recollections, when I was 3 and 4 years of age, found me seeking ways to be strong and admiring strength and athletic ability in others and desiring to be like them. Which brings me to memories of my early years. What was on TV? Superman, the Hulk, World's Strongest Man was on TV. And just seeing those things inspired me to try to be strong. What about movies like Popeye? You wanted to eat spinach. And I think if somebody can bring that kind of work back, that kind of entertainment that gets this younger generation inspired to be strong, that will be extremely powerful compared to how they start their days today, which is a bagel and cream cheese, Starbucks, just processed, poisonous junk. I'll move on here. At the age of 4, I ran 200 times around a double tennis court to outrun all the other boys. At 10, I won a modified marathon race of 10 miles for boys under 16. At this age, I acquired and practiced my first mail-order physical culture course, a system of training by resisting one arm against the other and testing the muscles. I want to move on to this next book, and then I'm going to shut it down from there and let you guys do research of your own. This book that I picked up also from Bob Hoffman, Secrets of Strength and Development. You could see that just this thing is in perfect condition, and it was written somewhere in the 1940s. and extremely powerful. So listen to this section near the beginning of the book. Anywhere men gather, at school, business, or at work, strength and physical ability are so often the subject of conversation. Everyone admires the strong man. Every man would like to be a strong man. Few of them are willing to put forth the effort required to make it possible for them to join the ranks of the really strong and well-developed. And I'm going to say this, he moves on to make mention of names like Samson, Hercules, Louis Cyr, the giant of France, Louis Uni, better known as Apollon. And those of you who've been following me for a while know I trained at Apollon Gym for many years, starting at age 14. But the bottom line here is it takes work. It won't take weeks. It won't take months. It's going to take years. But that's the beauty behind it, is it teaches you to fall in love with the work, with the process. And that's why now, at age 47, I'm still chasing strength. And I've been doing that since age 13, lifting weights. But even in my elementary school years, watching the Incredible Hulk, sneaking down into my brother's room to curl the weights that he would leave around or try to military press the weights. But strength will take you a lifetime, and it will also pay you back a lifetime. Boom.